Whiskey Raccoons.
And this is Pour a Little Whiskey on it. Ta-da! Okay.
Give it as lame as I ever said.
All right, no, it's great. Okay, so let's get into it, shall we? So we're the Whiskey Raccoons. We are an acoustic duo band. We do originals and covers. We're based out of St. Louis, Missouri. John lives in Collinsville, Illinois.
I do.
Because he sucks. I'm just kidding. So today, this is episode number 1. Welcome to episode number 1 of Pour a Little Whiskey on It. We decided to do this web series, these webisodes, because we get a lot of questions at shows, be it questions about music, questions about whiskey, why our name is Whiskey Raccoons, questions about our personal life, are we husband and wife? We are not, just really good buddies. And so we figured we would do a webisode and answer all these questions and then do something fun in the meantime while we're talking to you.
I'm going to test my ability to sniff out Jack Daniels.
Here we go! Today, John will be tasting 3 separate whiskeys. So, John, go ahead and tell the fine people what you'll be sampling today.
The first one is Wood Hat, which I believe is made here in Missouri. It actually has a Missouri sticker on it. I may have had this at an event before. I'm not positive, so I'm excited about that. The second one I actually just saw on the shelf and thought it looked really cool. Mitcher's Single Barrel Straight Rye. I'm a rye fan, so this should be good. And Old Faithful is Jack Daniels, so we'll see how they come out. I'll probably just taste these as we're going along through the questions and give my opinions maybe when we get closer to the blind taste test.
Which will be at the end, so stick around. So John, question number 1, what is your go-to drink at gigs?
Jack and Coke.
Yeah, it is. You got that one right. Ding, 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 ding. John will be doing that. I, on the other hand, because I am McPreggerson, very excited, will be tasting some non-alcoholic beverages. These beverages are by an amazing company, also based out of Missouri, Maryland Heights, Missouri, I believe it is, called Wellbeing. Quick disclaimer, I was given permission to sample non-alcoholic Wellbeing beers by my doctor. I did ask him. So if anyone has a question, I hope that's the answer to it. Let me tell you a story about Wood Hat.
Let's hear it.
So Wood Hat is a local whiskey company, local whiskey distillery, and I've been into their venue. It's awesome. You should definitely check it out. I love it. And the gentleman who, I guess I would say owns the distillery or is kind of the front man of the distillery, maybe both, he legitimately makes these amazing wood hats. They are hats completely made out of wood. I don't know how he does it. It's incredible. So stop by the distillery, get this bourbon because I think it's awesome. I tasted it before I was pregnant and it was fabulous, but John, talk to us.
The primary thing I'm tasting in this is raisins, oddly enough.
Okay, talk to us about why you like whiskey. And I'm gonna open my first non-alcoholic beverage.
This is a very basic thing about whiskey is just that when I moved to this area in my early 20s, my friends and I used to drink a lot, and we drink a lot of rum.
Used to drink a lot?
No. Anyway. We drink a lot of rum, particularly Captain, and we drank a lot of vodka. And really it just came down to the least horrible hangover.
Oh.
So,
which you found in whiskey?
Yeah, it's the least horrible hangover. As opposed to anything else. And beer dries you out. You just wake up feeling like hell most of the time. With whiskey, I typically can drink as much as I want, and you usually don't wake up feeling too bad in the morning. So that's my deciding factor.
I also think that is John's superpower. I don't know that everyone is like that, but... okay, so John's got his Wood Hat going. I am going to pour, this is called a Hellraiser. This is from, like I said, the brewery called Wellbeing. It is a non-alcoholic beer. It's a dark amber. When I am not carrying a small baby inside of my stomach, am a fan of drinking as well. That's why our band name is the Whiskey Raccoons. And so I love my whiskeys, love my wines, and I love my beers. And so this has been kind of a nice little treat that I might have every once in a while I'm pregnant, since I can't drink. So here we go. Tastes like a beer.
I'm sure that's...
I would love for you to try this and tell me what you think. Tell me, and let's preface this with, John loves bourbon. Everything else has to be sweet. He's like a green apple martini.
What are you trying?
You don't like it?
Not really.
Oh, it's because John
You can
doesn't
tell
know
there's
good
no
beer.
alcohol in that.
Yeah, you can tell. So I think Well-Being is amazing. If you do not drink or you're looking for a non-alcoholic alternative, I love Well-Being. I think it's awesome. I also pour cranberry juice into a wine glass and pretend that that's wine.
Right. If I do drink beer, it's usually Guinness. That's the one staple.
That's the redhead in him.
I guess Irishman. That could be it too. Bourbon and Guinness. So.
John got a little antsy and broke into his second bottle. So John, how we doing?
It's good. It's a good dry whiskey. So.
Do you know what this means?
That's an Italian swear gesture.
So what do you think?
Am I supposed to be rating these?
Yeah, I'm gonna smell the first one. I'm not gonna sip, I'm just gonna sniff. That, ooh, when you said raisin.
You smell it? Am I crazy?
It is a sweet, fruit-like smell coming off of it, I will say that. Read the back of it, does it say anything about fruits?
Sweet nutty flavor.
Sweet nutty flavor.
That's what it says.
Now the second one I will say,
It's like
much more straightforward kind of,
normal rye.
like a normal rye bourbon. Yeah, whiskey. Seem like you're enjoying yourself.
I am having a good time now.
All right, so lovely.
Now let's see.
Next question is, what is Kara like in real life?
What is Kara like in real life?
We actually get that question a lot, and I want to be like, we're at a gig. This is real life. This is our life.
High energy all the time.
No, I'm not.
99% of the time, but very nice. As a matter of fact, strangely, I was told by, I won't name a name, but someone close to Kara, that I should be careful because Kara may become less than nice as she gets more and more pregnant. And it's actually kind of been the opposite.
Was it my husband?
No. She's been getting nicer.
Well, that's nice.
So
I haven't felt
she
that.
started
but
nice, and now she's getting nicer and nicer. So.
Thank you. So what is John like in real life is the next question. I would say John is much more talkative in real life than he is at shows. You are, but it's also like the difference between having a one-on-one conversation with somebody and then like talking to an audience, which is a very different, kind of structure. Like it's very different to have a one-on-one conversation with someone and like look at them and talk to them versus talking to a mass group of people. So sometimes I turn John's mic off if he's trying to insult me in the middle of a show. But he's much more talkative, super nice guy. Okay, the final tasting that I'm going to be doing today is the Coffee Cream Stout by Well-Being. It is a non-alcoholic brew, the Intrepid Traveler. So here we go. I'm gonna give it a little tasty taste. So far coming out of the can, it looks amazing, a little thicker. So here we go. John, you excited for me?
Go for it.
It's good. For a non-alcoholic beer, it's fun. I don't know that it's anything I would like sip on regularly.
That tastes like. Have you ever had
Honey on a
Oscar
stick.
Mayer Braunschweiger, aka
It does not.
liver sausage?
No, it does not. That's the whiskey talking.
That's what it tastes like.
The NA stout with the alcohol out.
So the
I like that. NA, John. Anyway, I think that's great. My favorite is still the Hellraiser. I think that this is the best Well-Being beer that they brew, and it's great. What we're gonna do is John's blind tasting. So John, if you would please drop your guitar.
Do I have to?
Bum, bum. Glasses off, please.
Do I have to?
Yep. And pull this over your head.
It'll fit my giant head. All right.
Perfect.
I'm blind.
All right, John is
I am
blind as a bat. I'm going to hand you a glass and say this is number 1. You're going to taste it. Then I'm going to put it back down. Then I'm going to hand you a glass and say this is number 2. You're going to taste it, put it back down. Number 3. At the end, you're going to tell me what 1, 2, and 3 were.
Okay.
Okay? For everyone at home that can see, we are going to choose, and John, you for sure can't see.
I promise
How many
you.
fingers am I holding up?
Your mother, I don't know.
Just take a guess and see if you're psychic.
4?
Ooh, no, you suck. Okay, so go ahead and taste number 1. He's taking this very seriously, which I can appreciate.
Okay.
Okay, so that's number 1. Do number 2. Dos amigos. Dos. Number 2. Number 3.
Oh, yeah.
All right, now, John, I need you to right now tell me what was number 1, 2, and 3.
The first one you gave me was the rye. The second one was Jack Daniels, and the third one was the blue corn whiskey.
Woo! John got it all right! Nice job, my man. High fiver.
That actually helps because I had a few.
Have you?
So just drinking them, I was having a hard time putting the blindfold on. I could really nail the rye from the
Hone in.
Jack. This is it's a whole different palate thing. It's more literally more like a brandy than a whiskey.
So if you're into that kind of thing, blue corn, wood hat.
It's fruity. It's got that
It's for you.
almost tequila-like tone in it.
Oh, sassy.
Yeah.
So we just want to say thank you so much for watching. This was our very first webisode of Pour a Little Whiskey on It. We're the Whiskey Raccoons. I'm Kara.
I'm John.
And we want to wish you a whiskey of a good night.